Hi everyone, welcome to High Voltage YouTube channel. This channel is especially for competitive bits on electrical and electronics engineering. Today's topic is DC machines part 2. In part 1 we seen about stator parts and its main functions. Now we will see rotor parts and its main functions. First one is armature core. It is made from 0.35 to 0.5 mm thick laminations of silicon steel to reduce the eddy current loss. The purpose of armature core is to hold the armature winding and provide low reluctance path for the flux through the armature from north pole to south pole. The next is armature winding. The armature winding is made by copper. There are basically two types. First one is lap winding, second one is wave winding. In part 3 we will see detailed about lap and wave winding. Next is commutator. It is a cylindrical structure made up of wedge-shaped segments of hard-run copper. Segments are insulated from each other by 0.8 mm thick mica sheets. Copper lux is used to connect commutator segments to armature conductors. We will see purpose or functions of commutator in DC generator and DC motor. Functions of commutator in DC generator. A. The commutator is used to convert AC into pulsating DC, that is full wave rectification. B. To collect the current from the armature conductors. While in case of DC motor, A. The commutator is used to convert DC into AC to helps providing current to the armature conductor. Next is shaft. It is made up of mild steel. Now we will see some missing points in part 1, that is stator is stationary part designed mainly for producing magnetic flux. Field winding is placed in stator. And rotor is rotating part, here mechanical energy converted into electrical energy. Armature winding is placed in rotor. We will see some important objective bits on rotor parts of DC machines. The first question is, the armature of DC machine is laminated. A. To reduce hysteresis losses. B. To reduce eddy current loss. C. To reduce the mass. D. To reduce the inductance. The answer is B. To reduce eddy current loss. Second question. The commutator of DC motor serves the purpose of A. Changing AC to DC. B. Converting DC into AC. C. Reduction friction. D. None of the above. The answer is B. Converting DC into AC. Third question. The commutator segments are connected to the armature conductors by means of A. Copper lugs. B. Resistance wires. C. Insulation pads. D. Brazing. The answer is A. Copper lugs. Fourth questions. Laminations of core are generally made of A. Cast iron. B. Carbon. C. Silicon steel. D. Stainless steels. The answer is C. Silicon steels. The fifth question is, armature winding is mounted on a dash. A. Stator. B. Rotor. C. Can be mounted anywhere on stator and rotor. D. Not required. The answer is rotor. The sixth question is, in a commutator, A. Copper is harder than mica. B. Mica and copper are equally hard. C. Mica is harder than copper. D. None. The answer is C. Mica is harder than copper. Seventh question. In a DC machine, rectification process is carried out in order to get unidirectional output DC. Thus, rectification process is carried out by A. Half-wave rectifier. B. Full-wave rectifier. C. Mechanical rectification. D. Center tapped rectifier. The answer is C. Mechanical rectification. The eighth question is, in a DC machine, rectification provided with commutator is A. Half-wave rectification. B. Full-wave rectification. C. Semi-controlled rectification. D. Uncontrolled rectification. The answer is B. Full-wave rectification. Thank you for watching. Please like, share to your friends. subscribe my channel and press the bell icon, then you will not miss my video notification.